To be honest, like when I first started searching about this MBA journey and how to start my preparation, and I had no idea because I had no one to guide me regarding this. So when I googled about MBA classes and consultants, so this was the first name that popped up on Google, and I have always known about Byju's. Like everyone knows in India about Byju's, so it was Byju's that because of Byju's, I checked it out, and I saw that there was some collaboration between Career Labs and Byju's. So I have a friend who took her cat classes from from Byju's. So I asked her about her experience, and she told me that she had a great experience and she could use it any way she could want. So I, because of her feedback, I talked to, I think Jason was the first person I talked to from Byju's, and he guided me through everything, starting from my MBA preparation to colleges, application interviews, everything. So that was my first experience about anything that I could actually know about MBA journey. So that was Jason who guided me through, and then he connected me with Akshay Nair. So even he guided me regarding this, and I talked to some people who have taken classes from Career Labs. Someone who is in Toronto right now. So even they gave me some good feedbacks about it. So I started my journey with Byju's, and I'm glad I did. Because of that, I'm currently, like, I received an interview invite from Gabelli. So I'm really glad that I joined it, and thank you very much for that. In the very beginning, when they handed me some 2 or 3 sheets to fill in, there were a lot of questions, supplementary questions, RNA, and like my whole journey till now. So that was overwhelming for me because I had no idea that I have to think about all those things, because I never took myself so seriously. But I had to think of everything I've done till now. So that was a bit overwhelming. Absolutely, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. That I have done a lot of, like, I have around 9 years of experience, but I never thought about my achievements or what I have done or small things like from this experience I gained some leadership skills, or from this experience I improved on such and such skills. I never thought about it that way. But because of those supplementary questions, I had to think of incidents, and if I there was some kind of conflict at work, then what I did. I never thought of it that way, but because of those questionnaires, I actually like went through all my journey. It was a flashback for me. So I learned about myself through these questionnaires. So that was really helpful. And I think those things are going to help me in my interview as well, because I have, like, because of supplementary questions, there are some, like, I have read the debriefs of people who have taken interviews at schools. So I know that I've already answered those questions because of those supplementary questions. So that has made my journey for this very easy. I had a really smooth experience with Srijata, and like, I used to make a lot of mistakes. I just, because I had no idea how to write an essay. I just wrote the story, but then she taught me that you have to follow a star approach: situation, task, and action, and the result. So she was very, like, I would say she helped me a lot with that, and she was very humble and she was very patient with me. And I, whenever I had any kind of doubt, I approached Romy, and she connected me with Srijata and even Kritika, and I asked anything I wanted to, and they were very supportive in this journey. Yeah, so like, I had a conversation with Romy, and even we had calls whenever I needed to ask her anything. So it was a very smooth operation with Romy as well as Srijata. Oh, there was a huge difference because I never segregated my job role into responsibilities and accomplishments. And also want to mention one fact, that when I made this application, it was on business cards, and there were separate sections for responsibilities and accomplishments. So this CV format that Career Labs helped me to build in. So that was really helpful because I just had to copy and paste it. Otherwise, usually a lot of people, like, they just make kind of the job role or the profile they have done, the kind of things they have done in their career. So in that, if I had done it that way, then it would have been really difficult to segregate into responsibilities and achievements. But because we followed this format, it was really easy for me, and I just had to copy and paste it on business card. So that, I really want to thank you for that, because it was really helpful for me. I think it is a bit difficult because you have a full-time work, and you have to work on your applications, and you have to prepare for GMAT. So it was a bit difficult for me, and I know I could not give my 100% to the GMAT. So, like, I kind of tried to study at least 4 or 5 hours every day, and on weekends I used to study for 9 to 10 hours. So you have to manage it somehow, because you can't help it, you have to do it anyway. So like I used to study in the morning and in the evening, and like I used to submit my essays at 3 o'clock in the morning, because after studying I used to work on my essays as well. In fact, she suggested me to apply to Gabelli because to be honest, I was not aware of Gabelli Fordham. I had never heard of this name. I hope they don't find this interview. So, yeah, so Kritika suggested me to apply to Gabelli because I told her what kind of things I'm looking for in my school. So, the first name she suggested me was Capelli. So, when I researched about the school, and I like really fell in love because they had all the things that I was looking for in the school. So, I'm really thankful to Kritika for introducing me to Gabelli. And then she like asked me to make changes in my essays and what all things I need to do. Like I should take up some volunteering activities and I should be really involved in more extracurricular activities. So like I started doing all those things to improve my profile, and then she asked me to like take up some certification courses. So I did all those things that she asked me to do, and I think that is one reason that Kapeli liked my profile. Initially, yes, I did, but then I had so much on my plate that I could not do that.
Understandable.
Yeah, I did. Like I said, that initially I did that, but then afterwards, like I had so much work to do that I could not catch it up. Like I mentioned, that Kritika suggested me to apply to Gabelli, and that really helped me out. And they told me beforehand that, see, this is an ambitious school, so and because of your profile, you have to see if you should apply to the school or not. So Gabelli was ambitious, but I knew that this is the school I wanted to go to because like I it checked everything on my checklist. So I applied anyway, and they were really supportive, and my answers were framed in a star format, so that everything eventually worked out.
Okay, all right.